Hi, I'm KathyTrageser, non-union, I'm 5'6", and I'll be doing Volumnia from Coriolanus and the nurse from Romeo and Juliet. Speak to me, son. Thou hast affected the fine strains of honor to imitate the graces of the gods, to tear with thunder the wide cheeks of the air, and yet to charge thy sulphur with a bolt that should but rive an oak. Why dost not speak? Think'st thou it honorable for a noble man still to remember wrongs? There is no man in the world more bound to his mother, yet here he lets me prate like one in the stocks. Say my requests unjust, and spur me back. But if it be not so, thou art not honest, and the gods shall plague thee, that thou restrainest from me the duty which to a mother's part belongs.
Even or odd of all the days of the year, come Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. 'Tis since the earthquake now 11 years, and she was weaned, I never shall forget it. Of all the days of the year, upon that day, for I had then laid wormwood on my dug, sitting in the sun beneath the dove-house wall. My lord, and you were then at Mantua. Nay, I do bear a brain, but as I said, when it did taste the wormwood on the nipple of my dug and felt it bitter, pretty fool, to see it all tetchy and fall out with the dug. Shake, quoth the dove-house, 'twere no need, I trow, to bid me trudge. And since that time it is 11 years. For she could then stand high alone. Nay, by the rood, she could run and waddle all about, for even the day before she did break her brow. And then my husband, God be with his soul, it was a merry man, took up the child. Yea, quoth he, dost thou fall upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backwards when thou hast more wit, wilt thou not, Jewel? And pretty wretch left crying and said, To see how a jest shall come about, I warrant I shall live 1,000 years, I never should forget it. Yea, quoth he, thou wilt fall backwards when thou hast more wit. And pretty thing stinted and said, Peace I have done. Oh, God mark thee with his grace. Thou wast the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed. That I might live to see thee married was